What's going on, everybody? Hello, fans from across the world and the internet. My name is Underdog, and this is my weekly wrestling show. This is Fire Pro Wrestling World's best weekly show, if you ask me, but that's just my opinion. I'm just the commentator and technically the booker of the Undercard. This is Season 3, Episode 10, Make It or Break It. This is the kind of last chance for a lot of these wrestlers that are, I would say, at the bottom of the rankings. I mean, of course, you can see here from the match card, we've got Lince Dorado versus Scorpio Sky. Then we have the Tag Team Championship on the line as the Good Brothers go up against Brock Lesnar and Colt Cabana. Once again, this time title is on the line. Amazing Red will face Sandman. Lex Luger will face Jake Roberts. Mickie James will face Jerry Lynn. And Becky Lynch will face Tennille Dashwood in a #1 contender for the Junior Championship. Winner of that match will get a title shot next week, so tune into that. And of course, in our main event, we've got the #1 ranking contender, Kazuma Kiryu from the Yakuza series, a person that has only lost to Mike Tyson, getting a rematch here against our current champion, Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet. You're not going to want to miss this show. A lot of these victories are going to come into play in our final episodes here coming up soon, because we're at that final stretch. I got to tell you guys, this is episode 10. It's a 14 episode series, so this is Make It or Break It. It's going to come down to the wire here. 30-minute time limit for non-championship matches. All championship matches are unlimited time, which makes sure that we have belt changes or belt defenses guaranteed. We don't want that to be a question of everything.
Fight!
Here we go. Lince Dorado, one half of Lucha House Party, and Scorpio Sky was kind of one half of Sky Time, team with him and JTG. They haven't really been teaming up much lately. I think Scorpio Sky wants to prove that he can have a career comeback, if you say, here in the Undercard, and I think Scorpio Sky can do it, but he's got to get a win here and probably next week or the week after as well if he really wants any chance of getting any sort of title shot, because like I said earlier, this is episode 10. It's a 14 episode series. This is kind of your chance where if you don't get a win here, your chances of seeing gold around your waist are kind of diminished, I would say. And it's not so much of an opinion, that's the reality that we're at now at this point in the season. Oh, what a slap there by Scorpio Sky, going for a cover, but not even a one count. The quickness of Lince Dorado coming into play, but of course we know Scorpio Sky has a lot of agility as well. Missing the drop kick there, Lince Dorado gets taken down, and it'll be interesting to see if Metalik will end up facing JTG maybe next week. I would like to see that. We could probably make that happen. I think that would be fair in the rankings as well. As I check my notes here, it seems like, yeah, they're pretty even as well. I think they're 2 points apiece, or two or 3 points apiece. And so are Lince and Scorpio Sky. I think Scorpio Sky's at 2 points here. He's won 2 matches this season, and I gotta say, I'm quite disappointed with his performance personally, because I think he has a lot of potential here in the Undercard. But, ooh, what a kick to the back as he picks up Lince Dorado. Hits him with a nice snap suplex there in the center of the match. 5 minutes gone, and Lince was groggy. Around the world we go with that tilt-the-world takedown, as he's showing Lince that he also knows some Luger-style moves here. Let's just do a technical check. Okay, everything sounds good. Welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you're all enjoying these matches lately. We've had some great matches this season. Oh, and an Enziguri kicking the back of the head of the masked Lucha Warrior Lince Dorado with the power of the cat. He's got cat-like cat-like reflexes, excuse me, as we go back to the action, and then Enziguri striking back with a kick and just going to stomp on the back of the leg, trying to get the match back in his favor here. Let's say Dorado, not really known for that technical style, but had to just make some sort of a shift in the momentum, and wow! Pop-up Hurricanrana with a 1 count. This referee, Mike Armstrong's been a little bit controversial. He's made some awkward calls. People say that he has a feminine voice sometimes. But you know what? We're going to let him remain the referee, because I feel that would be unfair to everybody if we just all of a sudden switched up the referee. Almost a 2 count there on the Hurricanrana. Back to the match. Oh boy, back to the center of the ring, and a suplex and a bulldog. Back and forth action here on the undercard, flipping on top of Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky said, "That's not effective. I'm going to hit you with another belly to belly." Over the head. Wow. Lince Dorado getting tossed around. This is looking like a Brock Lesnar match, for Christ's sakes. Oh boy, what a big Hurricanrana from the corner using the assistance of the ropes there. That's the luchador style we expect to see from Lince. One half of the Lucha House Party. They were tag team champions at the beginning of the season here in the undercard show. And oh boy, what a super kick straight to the mush. And Lince Dorado's going to knock him back down, but he was kind of worn out from that move. Looks like he may be taking a lot of damage here, getting kicked in the face again. Looking a bit groggy. And a belly-to-belly from Lince this time with a moonsault. Going to go for a pin here. Mike Armstrong going for a 3, but no. Unlike in politics, we don't stop the count. Ooh, big drop kick there from Scorpio Sky, but it looked like it may have taken out a little bit of his own energy as he did that. And Lince Dorado with a roundhouse kick. Going for a jackknife style pin, and he almost got the win there. That would have been really interesting, I think, for Lince to get 1 point in the win column for him. That would mean that Metalik would also have to get a win in singles competition, and then maybe they could meet in the future. There's a lot of interesting matchups that could happen depending on how these matches go today, and that's what makes it interesting for me as the commentator and as the booker, and that's it! Wow, I really thought Scorpio Sky would escape there, but like I said, Lince Dorado pulls off a unexpected and impressive victory with that roll-up. Quick and effective, it seemed like. I don't think Scorpio Sky expected it. That's how he lost. First match out of the way. Let's get to our tag team championship match. Oh boy, our fans are very funny. But here we go. We're going to start off with Brock and Carl Anderson meeting up in the center of the ring. Brock Lesnar, we know how dangerous he is. He's the conqueror for a reason. Everybody calls him the Beast, and this is why. He's going to go straight to work, not going to waste any time. That's what we expect from Lesnar right out of the gate. This 100% dominant performance. And wait a minute. The Good Brothers working together to disrupt any of the plan that Lesnar may have had, and they're going to hit their tag team move right away in the first minute of the match, and a 1 count almost as Brock Lesnar powers out and gets knocked down by Luke Gallows. Luke Gallows does have a size here that can contest with Lesnar, but we know Lesnar's not afraid of big guys. Actually, statistically speaking, Brock Lesnar has performed better against larger opponents than smaller opponents. I think he just can't really deal with a lot of speed. So if I was one half of the Good Brothers, I'd rather be Carl Anderson in this matchup. As they brawl on the outside, Luke Gallows with a suplex to Lesnar, and Colt Cabana's just going to kind of watch this happen. F5 on the concrete. There's no count from the referee. I'm kind of confused why that is. Oh my God! Colt Cabana just committed suicide. For what the hell was he doing out there? I think he was trying to dive on somebody, but nobody was home, and Colt Cabana now with a takedown. Working together, the referee's not counting anything. Where are the rules, ref? This is why we said the referee was kind of controversial, but the show must go on. Going for a suplex got canceled out of it. Gonna get a tag to Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana is kind of the workhorse of this team, I would say. He puts in a lot of work when Brock Lesnar's not completely suplexing the shit out of everybody else. It's kind of how it's been. And, you know, when Brock Lesnar feels like it, he's going to tag himself out. And the teamwork has been successful, obviously, because they're the current champions. But their titles are on the line right now, and you have to guess that Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows have a plan in store here. They have to work together to get the victory, obviously. And it looks like they can't do it there, as a miscommunication causes them to both get knocked down. A bear hug and another takedown there, and a suplex dropping him on the back in the center of the ring as Luke Gallows went for something, but Colt Cabana got back to his feet in an over-the-shoulder driver there as he tags back to the Beast Brock Lesnar. And a double move. Lesnar can't save his partner, unfortunately, there, and gets suplexed outside of the ring. Brock Lesnar's usually the one dishing out the suplexes. Now Carl Anderson has him where he wants him, in the corner of the Good Brothers. Brock Lesnar is in danger there and makes the smart move, crosses the ring. Double suplex from Brock and Colt. Champions showing how strong they really are. Moving together like one unit. A unison mind. Oh, baby, what a belly-to-belly by Lesnar there on the outside. Everybody out here brawling, and the crowd loves it. The referee doesn't care. He's going to let it happen. But we need a result, a final pinfall or submission inside the ring. You can't end this match outside the ring. So I would like to see them get back inside. F5 by Brock Lesnar. Luke Gallows is down. And Carl Anderson and Colt back inside the ring now. Whoa, went for a powerbomb, got reversed into a pinfall. I don't know if I've actually seen that reversal. Colt Cabana with an innovative counter. Very impressive, but unfortunately couldn't get a pinfall as the ropes were right there, knocking down both members of the Good Brothers, now working together with this double suplex. Colt Cabana now gonna go to work on Luke Gallows, but wait a minute, no. Guess he wasn't legal. I gotta pay attention to the tags. German. Lesnar has a strategy, and I think that strategy is just to suplex as many things and people as he can until he doesn't want to anymore. He just kind of does what he feels like. I don't know if they really need communication, if they both want success. And a twirly bird bomb in the center with the count. 2, 3, it's over already. Wow. I'm not really sure how that just suddenly was over. But congratulations, as Colt and Brock retain the belts. Some surprising ends here already, and only 2 matches out of the way. Next up, we have Amazing Red versus the Sandman. Amazing Red actually started out this season as the junior weight champion, and then kind of immediately lost it, and hasn't done a whole lot since. So he really needs a big victory here.
Fight!
But he's got to go through the hardcore icon, Sandman, who's probably drunk right now and just smashed a beer can against his face as he walked out through the crowd. Old school ECW alive and well here in the undercard with the Sandman, who's a little bit slow. I think he really is drunk. I was just saying that as a joke, but that's very likely. Knowing him, I wouldn't be surprised, and our fans probably know that Sandman isn't the greatest guy, kind of a controversial figure, But he streams Fortnite, apparently. He's a streamer, and so am I. Amazing Red gonna go to work here with some simple strikes, but getting punched right back in the face. And I don't know if I would want to brawl with Sandman either, to be honest with you. Gets knocked down there. DDT in the corner. Amazing Red's gonna have to use his speed to his advantage in those aerial maneuvers. But Sandman is one of the few guys, I think, on our roster that's used to dealing with this style. He had to deal with the likes of Sabu and RVD back in ECW, and everything is canon. Everything that's happened in real wrestling has happened here, and what a reverse driver there by Amazing Red. Very effective move, just dropping your opponent directly on the top of their head. Can't get much more vicious than that. Arm toss and a little bit of a leg whip. Oh, jacked him up with a jawbreaker. Taking Sandman back up against the ropes. What a running hurricanrana there by Amazing Red. Former TNA star now in the undercard. Toe to toe they go, and ding dong, nobody's home. With the low blow and a backflip. I don't know if that was really necessary because he got punched right in the penis. 5 minutes gone in this match. And, ooh, ducking under a move there. I think Red was going for another one of those hurricanrana moves and just got stomped right on the face. Those dirty tactics that we've seen all season by Sandman may pay off here for him. Poking the eye, and that's exactly what I was talking about. That dirty style. Ooh, desperation kick. Didn't seem to be very effective, though. Sandman back to his feet. Off the ropes we go. Gets caught this time, though. Up top, back elbow. We've seen that a lot. Usually, he does like a flip or something. He's been using this back elbow. I wonder if it's because there's less risk involved with dropping an elbow than doing, you know, like a crazy corkscrew moonsault. Manhattan drop, stunned, punched in the face. Nice combo there by Amazing Red into the strike combo. Who's gonna get it? And he does! That contest, oh, just ended with a headbutt. And I'm sorry, I got a very important text message. Sorry. Getting information here from the other, you know, the other announcement team, the Spanish announcement team. Look at the leg! And Sandman almost had it. There's a Spanish undercard. Le undercudo. That's what it's called, don't ask. Elbow drop, right on the chest, and the swanton, and a triple effect from the top. All of that landing right on Sandman, but he strikes back with the Russian leg sweep. And there was a rope break there in the corner. Unfortunate positioning for Sandman. Going up top, something dangerous is coming. Oh my God! Diving cutter. Sandman's groggy. That did a lot of damage and had no choice but to strike back with the neck breaker and a stomp to the penis. Likes to do moves to the penis. Powerbomb! 1, 2, and another powerbomb 3 count. Wow. Amazing Red with an uncontested victory there in the center of the ring. Let me just put that in my notes here. We have to keep track of all of these points. Next up, we have Lex Luger versus Jake the Snake. A little bit of an old school Legends battle. Just turned out that they were evenly matched. And Lince now has 3 points. Colt Cabana and Brock Lesnar both with 5. That's going to put them in major title territory. They might actually have to face each other. Amazing Red now with 3 points as we move on here in the season. Making sure we're all charged up. It's going to be a crazy finale no matter who's the champion or what happens. I can guarantee you that. Lex Luger. Jake the Snake. There's nothing more American than a wrestling match between these two. I can tell you that right now. As Jake the Snake's just going to toss him outside of the ropes to start off the match, striking each other. This one's going to be extremely even. I would not want to bet on this match. Over the shoulder, up against the rope. Ooh, went for a shoulder strike, stepped out of the way. Lex Luger, a little bit surprising with that speed. They have got Jake off of his guard there. Knocked him down. Camel clutch. Watch those feet on the ropes, ref. Thank you. Everybody do a little shimmy dance. Elbow to the back. Jake the Snake is so methodical. And actually a slower pace would favor Jake here. Slamming him outside of the ring. They're going to brawl. And now there's an outside count, but there wasn't one earlier. Okay, referee. Whatever. Headlock. I believe it is a Japanese 20 count. It seems pretty fast. What the hell is going on here? This is scary, man. I really don't want an even, like, double count out this late in the season. That would be unfortunate. We've had that happen before, and, you know, there's nothing I can do about that. Because I don't know if there's much time for rematches here. Only a few weeks left to go. Only a few episodes left in the season. As Jake's gonna slow the pace here. Swaying the momentum on his side, but wait a minute. Lex Luger can't be counted out too early as he gets punched directly in the face. Camel clutch this time in the center of the ring. No way to escape, but just to power out, and he does. Lex Luger very strong. Those muscles aren't just for show. Ooh, just punch him in the face. I guess that's one way to escape a submission hold. Up against the ropes. Jake the Snake finally hits that shoulder block. Behind with the sleeper. Putting you out. Cutting off the blood to the brain. And I don't think Lex Luger really uses his brain much. I think he just goes off of pure skill and intuition. When you wrestle for a living, sometimes, you know, you just have that second nature. Certain things just become habit. Ooh, pile driver! Big move! This could be it! Jake the Snake kicks out. Oh, going for a submission tactic again with the sleeper. Jake the Snake has something up his sleeve, though, I believe, and we're gonna see. Wait a minute! No, a counter there by Lex Luger. Oh, and they're gonna start trading blows here. Look at this. He did that on purpose. He said, hey, anyone can do a sleeper. I got a sleeper for you. Oh, and Jake the Snake, this is a battle of the sleeper holds. I don't know who has the higher submission rating out of these two superstars. I would call it pretty fairly even. I don't think any of them are really known for that. Just slamming his head against the mat here with a backbreaker. Jake the Snake back in control. Lex Luger's going to have to turn this around really quickly. Right about now, and he's going to do it. Clothesline, taking down his opponent. Up against the ropes. Ooh! Flashing elbow to the back of the head. And the torture rack, the famous finisher. And I said they weren't really known for submissions, but I almost forgot about that torture rack for a second. How could I? How could I forget his whole finishing move? Wait a minute. Knocked down. He's going to wait for Jake the Snake to get up so he can crown him on the head with that sledgehammer. And it almost got him the win. Jake the Snake kicks out, but he's back to his feet. Gets an elbow to the face for it, though. Power slam. And he's just going to flex on all of us. The crowd likes to see it. Stretching Jake, trying to snap his bones like a turkey on Thanksgiving. Happy November, everybody. Up against the rope, into the Manhattan drop, and he's going to go again. Oh, went for a clothesline, but was out of range. Caught him in a sleeper, though. And Lex Luger can't be getting choked out here. That would not bode well for him. Ooh! Big flex time. Clothesline. And we're going to go back into the corner. 13 minutes into this match, Lex Luger strikes back with a scoop slam. This is pretty much what I expected, a back and forth even match between these two legends. And there's the DDT! 1, 2, 3, no! 2.5, somehow, some way, Lex Luger powered out. Maybe that was his last ounce of strength, though. Calling for the torture rack there. Ooh, and another elbow to the back. And there it is. He's trying to make Jake tap out. He's trying to make him say, I quit, and he does it! God dang it. After all of those sleeper holds, we do end up with a submission victory, but it goes to Lex Luger. Mickie James versus Jerry Lynn. 2 junior weights. I know it sounds like an awkward matchup, but they're evenly ranked. And this could be a unexpectedly good match as well. Some short matches today.
Fight!
We might see a longer match here, though, as Jerry Lynn almost suplexed her, and then she slipped out of it, but this time he finally gets it. The match just started, and a lot's happening already. Going for the arm bar, she's going to push him off. Mickie James is very fresh. This match literally just started 1 minute ago, and, ooh, got kicked right in the face, right in the mush, as I said before. Haha, Mickie James, hardcore country, going for that spinning kick. Jerry Lynn stepped out of the way now with the elbow. Jerry Lynn, such a legend, so respected in the business of wrestling, and so respected here on the undercard. He's been kind of underperforming personally, but he's had good matches, and maybe that's all he's trying to do is just entertain the fans, and I respect that. Not really what the undercard, it's not the point of the show, but it's a big part of the show, and I would just like to take a 1 second break to thank everybody that's been watching and supporting and commenting and liking any of the episodes of this season or the other seasons of the undercard. I enjoy doing it, so I hope you guys have been enjoying the show as well. As they went into a slap contest, it looked like Jerry Lynn got the edge on that one. Knee to the gut. Mickie James will not let their differences decide who the victory is. She's going to win this out of her own sheer willpower, I think, and you can't, like, underestimate her in this match at all for any reason. She's a legend in her own right. Multiple time women's champion, multiple time contender here on the show for that junior weight. And a drop kick this time from Mickie James.
5 minutes gone.
She's had success in every company she's been in, and she could have success here today on the show. She's got to find a way. Find a will, find a way, and find a tombstone! Dropped right on her head. Picks her back up. Snapmare. Mickie James is trying to get something going. Oh, wait a minute. Jerry Lynn's going for a big move, though. Oh! They both fell to the ground. Pile driver cradle. That's the finisher by Jerry Lynn. Cover. 1, 2. And the referee was going for a 3. And Jerry Lynn again with a powerbomb. We've seen 2 powerbomb finishes today. We almost saw a third. He's going to do it again.
2, 3.
And this time it's over. Everybody is doing power bombs to finish the show. Hey, what's your finish? Power bomb. What's your finish? Oh shit, I was going to do that too. Yeah, it's whatever. That's what they said backstage, I guess. Anything can happen here on the show, and I think that just proved it. We're gonna now get into a #1 contender match for that junior weight title that I was discussing earlier. Becky Lynch has probably been one of the best performing women we've had in a long time, especially on this season. And she's going to go up against Tennille Dashwood, who's also been very impressive with her performances. And I think this one could be match of the night. I gotta say that Tennille Dashwood has been doing some really great stuff over on Impact Wrestling. And I don't want to really give them a shout out, but they've been doing a lot of character work. And character is important in wrestling. That's how fans get behind these performers. And Tennille Dashwood, for anyone that doesn't know, she believes she's like a social media influencer, and everybody is kind of just not good enough to contest with her because she's so famous. And Becky Lynch believes she's the man. She thinks she's running the show. But I think it would be Mike Tyson or Kiryu to really be the star of this season. One of those two. They've both been so dominant, and they will meet here tonight in our main event for that Undercard Championship, the most coveted title. And a suplex to start things off. Becky with a shoulder. This is going to start off slow and become explosive. I can guarantee you that. No pun intended, as Becky Lynch uses the Beck's floater as one of her signature moves. But Tennille Dashwood has a lot of innovative offense, and I hope we get to see it here. They're just trying to feel each other out. Scoop slam by Lynch. Tennille in the red. Lynch in that brown color again. I told her to wear the black. I think it looks better. I guess she chooses her own costume. Oh boy. Dragon screw leg whip. Caught her by the arm. Wearing down for that finisher already. And she has won with the disarmor here in the show before. She could do it again, but I think she's going to have a little bit of a hard time doing it because Tennille Dashwood has some submission skills as well. You know, that Emma lock, I don't know what she calls it now, but basically it's a bend back sickle hold. We may see it here. Almost like a fish hook submission. Now Becky Lynch gonna go back to the leg. Trying to make sure that Tennille doesn't get any sort of edge, and just slapped her right in the face. A sign of disrespect. She said, I don't care how many Instagram followers you have. Suplex by Tennille. Becky Lynch is going to roll to safety. Referee's going to get the count, but Becky Lynch is not afraid to get right back into it.
5 minutes gone.
Gets knocked down. Tennille in control with these elbows. Ooh. Saito style suplex again, this time hitting an elbow to follow it up. Becky Lynch going to pick her up by the hair and just slap her in the face again. Oh, and what a combo of kicks there by Lynch, followed up by the leg drop. This is what I like to see. Middle kick. Oh, jeez, that slap looks painful. Takedown by Lynch, gets pushed off, though. Tennille maybe playing a little bit of possum there for half a second. Cover. Tennille has an advantage in the corner with the elbow, but gets caught by the suplex again as Becky Lynch was down for a second after that one, breathing heavy now. Each move taking a little bit out of each competitor. Drop kick from behind. Both women were down. See what I'm talking about? They're wearing each other out. Leg drop again. Becky Lynch is going to take a breather. She's not afraid to play it safe. Ooh, wait a minute. Missing a drop kick. Butterfly suplex there by Tennille. She's going to try to follow it up now. Bringing Becky Lynch close to the corner, was maybe thinking of doing a diving move, but got caught by the stunner. And Becky Lynch is going to go up top now, fist drop to the back, just punching her right in the spine. Backslide. This is the move that made Becky Lynch famous at WrestleMania. Maybe a little bit of a shot towards Becky Lynch's whole personality. I'm sure Tennille's been watching Becky Lynch's career. Backsploder! Signature move now out of the way. Tennille gets up, busy.
Come on!
And Becky Lynch is going to hit it again. At the 11-minute mark, it's not over. Tennille with another elbow. They're gonna strike each other. Kicks and elbows back and forth. Becky Lynch with a drop kick, nails it. Going up top. Oh no, Tennille was unable to move away. Caught by the neck breaker in the corner. And Becky Lynch isn't following up. She's letting Tennille recover. Maybe she wants a good and even match. Or maybe she's really getting tired out here. Over the shoulder, onto the knee. Trying to wear down every little piece of Tennille, and she's got the disarmor locked in. It's over! Tennille had to tap out right away. Hog. That was like a 1-second lock-in, and she knew it was in and she couldn't get out, so I think that's why she tapped out immediately. Becky Lynch will now be getting a title shot next week on episode 11 for that junior weight title. So let's make sure I write that down on the notes here. Wasn't like the show-stealing match that I thought it was, but very even, to say the least. 80% match evaluation is still pretty good. We're looking for those 100% match evaluations. We've had a couple that I kind of disagreed with, but, you know, it's Fire Pro. What else can you say? Here we go, title match on the show to end this one. It's going to be Kiryu versus Mike Tyson, make it or break it. I think the winner of this match, no matter who it is, won't have a title match until episode 12. So this may be Kiryu's last chance here. And these two, I know it's odd to say, but are actually kind of even in the striking department. Mike Tyson's already busted open. Kiryu knocked out Andre the Giant. Don't forget about that. We know he's got the striking power of the Dragon, the legendary Street Fighter, but Mike Tyson is the baddest man on the planet and one of the most dangerous boxers. He's going to face Roy Jones Jr. in real life, and oh boy. What a drop kick there by Kiryu. Both of these guys so unbelievably fast. Kiryu is not afraid of a fight, and Mike Tyson getting kicked outside of the ring here. Ooh, Kiryu knows this weapon is legal, but it didn't matter as Tyson knocked him down. Tyson with the big boxing gloves taking a swing at Kiryu. Into the corner we go as Kiryu chases him down. Has to use the rush style fighting here. Elbow's gonna cut open that gash on the forehead of Mike Tyson as the blood is pouring down his face, but he's not gonna stop the match until it's over. He's not afraid of a little bit of blood. Blocking those strikes. Mike Tyson might be the only guy that can go toe-to-toe with Kiryu in the striking department. Gets knocked down by the big elbow though. Kiryu wearing a suit in a title match. Trying to be fancy. Elbows across the face. We've seen a lot of Mike Tyson's victories actually being via TKO from punches, but I wonder if Kiryu's trying to get a TKO win here tonight. Knocked down.
5 minutes gone.
5 minutes already. I would say this is the most even match both of these guys have actually had. Usually they're both one-sided, and when they faced each other before, it was pretty much all Tyson for the most part. Oh, and a big combo of punches with those big gloves back to the head strikes. That's going to do a lot of damage. And the referee has to let it happen because the title's on the line. Buzzsaw kick across the face, stomping on him for the win. No. Almost had a new champion here. Kiryu dancing around. Mike Tyson with the footwork, looking like a champion. Because he is one. And he's trying to remain one. He was thinking about grabbing that weapon and then chose not to. And he might regret it here. As Kiryu hit another Tajiri-style buzzsaw kick, and that could be all she wrote. No! Tyson kicks out. Uppercut. Knocks him down. Kiryu's feeling himself. They keep thinking about that weapon that's still in play, that piece of wood. But it's not going to matter. Anything goes. I think he's just going to stick to his strikes now. Buzzsaw, he's got to go for a pin again. Can Tyson kick out of a third? And he does. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my God, there's the strike that ended Andre's undefeated streak. And it's over. Kiryu is champion again. Finally, Mike Tyson has been beaten. Wow. Wow. New champ. Wow. How else could it have ended but with that huge force punch right to the dome? And technically that's a pinfall victory, but it might have been a knockout as well. We'll never know. But what we do know is Kiryu will have to defend both of his belts coming up in the next 2 weeks. He's going to have to be a little bit of a workhorse here as he tries to hold down the house and hold those championships on both of his shoulders. The junior championship, he's going to have to go up against Becky Lynch, and then for the undercard championship, we will decide next week who is the number one contender based on the results of the matches. And all the next matches are going to be really important. I would say that now that episode 10 is pretty much wrapped up, episode 11 is going to be a placement for the top guys, seeing if they're going to get a title shot in these next, 3 or 4 episodes, leading up into our finale. And of course, as you all know, the leader in points is Kiryu, and the champion is Kiryu. Could Kiryu be the winner of Undercard Season 3? Stay tuned and find out. What a show. A lot of good matches. Brock and Colt retaining their championships, and Kiryu winning his back. Storied rivalry between Kiryu and Mike Tyson starting to build now as they have wins over each other. And now they've each suffered a loss. Only one loss apiece, and it was to each other. I think a tiebreaker would be great, but it's all up to the rankings. It's not really up to me. If it was up to me, I would obviously have that be the next title match. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. Thanks, guys, for watching. I know this was a shorter episode. Some of these episodes tend to only be about an hour long anyway. So, I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Undercard, or tomorrow for the next live stream, depending on what happens. I just want to make sure the game's saved. We don't want to lose that data. I don't want to have to do it all over again.